I would like to welcome you all here today for celebrating 25th anniversary of OWSD. This program is organized by OWSD-BD. Our respected guests already take their seat. Let's welcome our respected guests. OWSD, Organization for Women in Science for the Developing World. It is an international non-profit organization, the first international platform for women scientists from the developing and developed world. This organization promoting women in science and technology and scientific leadership and the decision-making process, both at the national and regional levels. OWSD provides research training, career development, and networking opportunities for women scientists throughout the developing world at different stages in their careers. This year, Bangladesh chapter of OWSD is organizing a series of seminars as part of the Silver Jubilee celebration. And we are very pleased to announce you that the first seminar of Bangladesh is scheduled to be held at Institute of Science and Technology, IST. This program is organized by OWSD-BD, partner institution, BOWS, Bangladesh Academy of Women Scientists, and sponsored by CETA. Our theme of the program is challenging research in STEM, that is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics by women scientists, Bangladesh scenario. Dear ladies, I'm Didi Yasmin, your host on the occasion. This session is chaired by Professor Emeritus Dr. Shaida Rafi Madam, co-chaired by Dr. Sharmin Barafi Madam, and our program coordinator, Professor Dr. Hasin Anupama Ansari. Dear all, let's get down to the opening. We welcome our director, Dr. Saleh Mohammad Rafi sir, present here on the prestigious occasion. And we also have our another respected teacher, Dr. Yunus Mia sir. We welcome sir for the occasion. Dear ladies, let's get down to the opening, and I'd like to invite our welcome speaker, Runa Rusana Khan Madam, to invite you all.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon. I would like to welcome you all to the 25th anniversary celebration of OWSD. It is an international program that celebrated women scientists all over the world. In Bangladesh, we are very much proud that this occasion is celebrated at IST. I hope this program benefited me, benefited women, benefited society, and benefited my country, Bangladesh, and the world. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Runa Rusana Khan Madam, Department Head, Electronics and Communication Engineering, Institute of Science and Technology. Now, I'd like to invite one of our respected speaker, the chair of this occasion, Professor Emeritus Dr. Shaida Rafi Madam, President OWSD National Chapter Bangladesh, ex-Dean Faculty of Engineering, Dhaka University. She will go and represent 25 years of success towards to OWSD. Please give her a big round of applause for representing OWSD.
25 years of success from tools to OWSD. I would like to go back to the history to have a look how tools was formed and how it has become OWSD. First of all, I like to say that In that time, in 80s, we used to go to ICTP for different conferences. And in one conference, there were more than 200 women scientists. And all of us, we had a dream. The dream of creating an international organization for women in STEM, that does mean science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. The dream of establishing an international organization for women in science was put forward in 1987 at a OWSD conference in Beijing. The idea was put forward at the conference on the role of women in the development of science and technology in the third world in 1988. And I can tell you that I was a core member there present in that conference representing Bangladesh. The framework organization was chopped out and put in place in 1988 at an international conference sponsored by OWSD and CEDA, that was Canadian CEDA at that time. They were funding us in Trieste, Italy. Because that conference was organized by OWSD, and the first step was creating the organization. After a long fight with the male scientists and after a long fight with other stakeholders, in 1988, 218 leading women scientists participated from 63 developing countries, including Bangladesh. And from Bangladesh, two of us were there. One is me, and another one is Professor Sultana Sofi. She was senior to us. Probably some of you know her. She is at this moment very much sick. And a study group was set up to explore the possibility of creating an organization for women in science in developing countries. At a further meeting in Trieste in the next year, 22nd March 89, I was also there. The Third World Organization of Women in Science, was created. And that was the beginning. Bangladesh signed that agreement. A participant of OWSD signed the treaty, and that participant was me, unfortunately or incidentally. Then dream came true. TWS was officially launched. TWS was officially launched 4 years later in Cairo, Egypt in 1993, at the first General Assembly sponsored that time by the Kuwait Foundation for the Advancement of Sciences. The TWS constitution was ratified. Day after day, we were there for 15 days. Day after day, we constituted the different clauses and ratified at this event, and amendments made at subsequent General Assembly. Dr. Shahida Rafiq and Dr. Sultana Sofi of Dhaka University attended the conference and signed the amendments on behalf of Bangladesh. Now, how TWS became OWSD? On June 29, 2010, some of them may be still present here, the members voted to adopt a new name, the Organization of Women in Sciences for the Developing World. In a single word, there cannot be a third word. There cannot be a first word or second word. So we proposed, we shouted that it cannot be, it's not logical. The name should be Organization for Women in Science. And at the 4th General Assembly based in China, many of them are present, many of them, at least 8 to 10 Bangladeshi young women presented there, and they also participated and strongly proposed the new name. The Swedish Academy of Science came forward. The Swedish International Development Cooperation Agency has been supporting OWSD financially since then, since 1997. With CEDA's generous and continuous support, OWS has fully funded 340 PhD fellowships for women from the South to study in the Southeast Asia. There are certain countries they are supporting. Of these, over 200 have graduated and there are currently 103 OWSD fellowship on site. Maybe some more, but as per 2017 statistics, that's the number. So, OWSD has many conferences. Cairo, the first conference in Cairo, the Bangladesh also presented papers. 93, the first Assembly International Conference, Women's Vision of Science and Technology for Development. So the first conference was at the back. Can you see? পেছনে যারা বসে আছে দেখতে পাচ্ছ? Okay. So 93rd General Assembly and International Conference, that was Women's Mission of Science and Technology for Development. Bangladesh participated in that. 99th Second General Assembly and General Conference, that was in Cape Town, South Africa. Only one participant from Bangladesh presented 15 research papers and contested for the Vice President post, obtained second highest vote. And incidentally, I was the only sample there. Nobody went there. 1999. 2005 Third General Assembly and International Conference, that was in Bangalore, Asia and Pacific. Many of the participants I can see here, they participated, including Sharmin, Rupa and others. From Bangladesh, a number of participants joined the conference. 5 research papers presented, ornamented session chair, we were session chair, discussion chair, etc. And then 2010, 4th General Assembly and International Conference, that was in Beijing, China, Asia and Pacific. Maybe 12 people from Bangladesh attended, from BD, Bali and others. Gradually, the number of women scientists are increasing and participating in the international conferences. 8 members, I can remember, joined the conference actively and participated. Unfortunately, the conference in 2016, 5th General Assembly and International Conference, that was in Kuwait City, Kuwait, Arab countries, only one participant attended because of the visa problem. That participant is Shamima Lashkar. Maybe instead of visa, they send a slip and they say on arrival visa. So with the slip, I got the slip, but with the slip I was not confident to go to. So that was the conferences. Now, what is OWSD? The aim and objective is to increase the participation of women in developing countries in scientific and technological research, teaching and leadership of women scientists and technologists in developing countries. Promote collaboration and communication of young women scientists, particularly they are targeting young women scientists and technologists in developing countries and with the international scientific community as a whole. Increase access of women in developing countries to the socio-economic benefits of science and technology. Promote participation of women scientists and technologists in the development of their own country. Increase understanding of the role of science and technology in supporting women's development activities. These aims and objectives are already published by OWSD, taken from the website. OWSD Statutes and Rule of Procedure, approved on June 29, 2010. And we are the signatories of that treaty. So now a glimpse of women in science and technology globally. Just 30% of world's researchers are women. In Bangladesh, only 14.2% women are in research. Although girls' participation in general education is very satisfactory in primary school and in higher primary, but in the university level and in the research level, it's only still 14.2%. So what OWSD can do for us? The Organization for Women in Science for Developing World is an international non-profit organization based at the office of the World Academy of Science, COAS, in Greece, Italy, the program unit of UNESCO. It was founded in 1987 also. So it can do, what it can do, strengthening their role in the development process and promoting their representation in scientific and technological leadership. Also, OWSD provides research fund, research training, career development, and networking opportunities for women scientists throughout the developing world at different stages in their careers. The objective of OWSD increasing the participation of women, promote the recognition of scientific technologies, promote collaboration and communication, increasing the increased access, enhancement of women scientists in the developing process. Present scenario, right? So how OWSD helps women in STEM? OWSD provides PhD and early career fellowships. Many of Bangladeshi women are getting this for women in science from developing countries. Changing perceptions in science, innovation, technology and engineering. What is the mission and strategy? To inspire transformative actions, more effective development by understanding the impacts of science on women and men and how women and men can contribute to science, technology and science technology initiative. So we can involve, we can add some young fellows, men also, who can support, who can assist. So they will not be full member, but supporting associated member. There's no associated member. Now the structure of OWSD. What is the structure? OWSD members and executive board governance is a membership organization. They have full members, student members, associate members, etc. Full members have the right to vote regional representatives onto the executive board at the General Assembly, which takes place once every 4 to 5 years. The General Assembly of membership is the top level decision-making body. The General Assembly is served by an executive board made up of president and 8 regional members and an international secretariat. So it is made up of the president, 4 vice presidents, 1 from each region, 4 members, 1 from each region, immediate past president, the executive board. The board's duty. What is the duty of the board? Set the time and venue for the meeting of the General Assembly, prepare the agenda and the decisions of the General Assembly, implement the decision taken by the General Assembly, screen membership applications, develop a strategic action plan, secure funding for programs and activities, approve programs and activities as well as their budgets, ensure that actual spending is in accordance with these budgets. OWSD members are further represented in the 4 regions through national chapters. That is known as OWSD national chapters. Fortunately, we have created Bangladesh national chapter in 2009. So the executive board, it has OWSD secretariat, national chapters, represented by their flags, regions, etc. The secretariat, all the letters we are getting from the secretariat, they take care of all the administrative issues operating with the organization as a whole. The secretariat is a close contact with the whole WSD president and executive board in order to assure that membership is centralized and that strategic decisions and programs activities are carried out. At present, the secretariat consists of a full-time program coordinator, one full-time administrative officer, 2 full-time fellowship officers, 2 full-time fellowship membership officers, and 1 full-time communication officers. We get the communication letters from them, Maria, Lucia, etc., etc. If I have time, I'll get some time, I will show their pictures and their CV. So what is an OWSD national chapter? National chapter is a group of OWSD members who fully support the objective and activities of OWSD and aim to promote female participation in science and technology, in scientific leadership, and in the decision-making process, both at the national and the regional level. OWSD member can meet other members in their own countries and regions through activities organized by OWSD national chapters. National chapters, what can it do? National chapters can provide networking and information sharing between institutions and individuals for promoting the increased participation of women in science and technology. Initiate science-based activities that address national concerns, working with all levels of society, grassroots, schools and universities. We haven't started yet connecting, communicating to the school, the young girls and the colleges. Inshallah, we will start very soon. Evolve and develop strategies for mobilizing financial and human resources towards achievement of OWSD activities. National chapter can provide networking and information sharing, initiate science-based activities, evolve and develop strategies, implement OWSD programs, initiate fundraising activities, develop programs to increase awareness among, I should pronounce, political, NGO, professional and civic circles. There must be some political will if we want to integrate our young women scientists to the nation building process, to integrate them to the mainstream of the national development. Political will must be there, political awareness. Gather and disseminate information on equity issues, initiate research projects in the areas of interest to OWSD with particular relevance to critical development concerns. We call them challenging research. Provide evidence of institutional support within the country, office location and resources, submit annual detailed narrative and financial reports, provide the OWSD Secretariat with regular updated information and membership. That's what we are doing now. Nominate a website contact person whose responsibilities will be to publish an email address and possibly a phone number on the website. We will do that. We are doing that and we will do that. All the OWSD National Chapter members' phone number and contact address will be displayed on their website. Please provide us with these things. They can write and publish regional information for the websites, create and update regional news. We will publish, inshallah, a newsletter. We already have a committee to publish the publicity secretary. I can see Tabasum there. She is the publicity secretary. So we have to publish the newsletters and update the regional news relevant to OWSD, subject regional level content for global resource database. So responsibilities. What is the responsibility to the national chapter? The OWSD president will issue a formal letter of recognition to the OWSD national chapter, which they did. OWSD secretary will provide a newly constructed OWSD national chapter with an information package and communication materials. They have already transformed this. So what is the responsibility of the national chapter? Provide training to at least one selected member of each national chapter on how to ensure membership profiles are correctly uploaded to the OWSD website. That is the one thing, because sometimes our young girls, they do mistakes, and so we have to do that. Invite one national chapter representative to the OWSD General Assembly as and when held to report on activities and progress of the national chapters. So far I did that, but now there are many young girls here, they will do that, inshallah. Facilitate contact between the newly established OWSD national chapter and the relevant OWSD regional office. facilitate contacts between the newly established OWSD national chapter and the relevant national or regional science academy. So we have already reported it to our Bangladesh Academy of Science. In this support up to us and IAP in gaining recognition of the national chapter. And what is the role of OWSD members? If an OWSD national chapter has not been established in the members country, we can initiate or encourage the formation of the national chapter. We can do that. There are many Asian countries that don't have their chapters. So this is the contact number. And if an OWSD national chapter is established, OWSD members are encouraged to initiate, promote and participate in activities organized by the national chapters. So we can create a network with the members. Now I am telling about the OWSD Bangladesh chapter. The OWSD Bangladesh National Chapter was founded in 2009 and is based in Dhaka at the Institute of Science and Technology where we are here, we are staying now. The organization is particularly active in the areas of participation, integration, attrition and professional development. So this is their website. These words are published on the website. The contact person is Dr. Shahida Rafi, and we till now, till today, we have 97 members. Inshallah, we will increase the membership number. Here, I think the registration is going on. It's very simple. You don't need any money. At that time, we have to pay minimum $25. But okay, different chapters. So at this time, at this moment, I am the contact person, Asia and Pacific, and that is I have taken from their own website. So this is contact person, and now Hassan Anupama Adhari is the member executive board for the year 2016 and 2020, and we have nominated by Shamin Parveen. So that was